That's next on the agenda. And first up is Ms. Gail Meyer for Project Optins.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Chairman Moore and members of the County Council. My name is Gail Meyer, and I stand before you once again to speak on behalf of the citizens who, as you know, are your employer. I have come before this council several times previously to raise concern about the transparency with which the administration conducts its business. Unfortunately, despite repeated requests for greater clarity and open communication, I have yet to see meaningful change. One recent example is Project Optins, which had its first reading in October. When I first inquired about it, Chairman Moore informed me that it was a solar farm, but it was dead. Then, when we received the agenda Friday night, it was back on, so something changed. When I researched it on ChatGPT, it said it was a very large data center, and I became very alarmed. I reached out to you, Chairman Moore, 2 more times, asking for further details, but I received no response. I even approached my own councilman for clarification, and he said he didn't know what Project Optins was, despite the fact that it had already gone through its first reading. When I asked again this past Friday night, he still had no answers, even though it was on the project list for tonight's agenda. This brings me to a larger issue of transparency and accountability. We are often told by the chairman that things cannot be divulged because of the negotiation process. I respect the need for confidentiality during certain stages, but I believe the public has a right to know essential details about projects that will impact them, particularly when it comes to significant developments like solar farms and other large projects. I would like to ask, what specific law or statute grants the council the privilege of withholding information from the public during negotiations? As elected officials, you represent us, the citizens. You are accountable to us. We, the people, deserve to know what is happening in our county, especially regarding projects that will affect our homes, our businesses, and environment. Transparency is not just a request. It is our right as citizens to be informed about issues that impact us, whether it's about solar farms, large development projects, or any other initiatives the county council is considering. We have a right to ask questions, to seek clarity, and to be given the information that allows us to make informed decisions about the future of our community. I am asking this council to commit to providing timely and detailed information to the public, to treat the citizens of this county as active participants in the democratic process, not passive observers. I urge you to strengthen your commitment to transparency so that we can have open, informed discussions about projects that will shape our future. The people of this county are not just your constituents. We are your employer, and we are entitled to full accountability. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Next on the agenda, Ms. Regina Sanders on ordinance number 15-25.
Thank you, Chairman Moore. Thank you, council members, for the opportunity to speak. Over the past several months, many of us have been watching the progress of Ordinance 15-25, known publicly only by its code name, Project Optins. And while I understand that confidentiality is a part of early-stage economic development, the structure of this ordinance tells us far more than the name reveals. This is not a small business. This is not a traditional employer. The language in the ordinance, a fee in lieu of taxes, a development agreement, special source revenue credits, and the expansion of a multi-county industrial park is the exact package used for large capital investment infrastructure projects. These are projects that require major electrical upgrades, road improvements, water sewer extensions, and often multiple LLCs and outside investors. That combination points to one of two industries, a data center or a utility-scale energy project. Both bring enormous capital investment, but very few permanent jobs, and both can place heavy, long-term demands on a rural county's infrastructure. In the article published on saludagop.org, we raised a simple but important question, and it's more like a statement than a question. Not all growth is good growth. Growth that strains our power grid, consumes millions of gallons of water, increases truck traffic, or requires taxpayers to subsidize private infrastructure is not automatically a win for Saluda County. Growth that offers only a handful of jobs while locking the county into decades-long tax agreements deserves careful scrutiny. We are not opposed to development. We are opposed to blind development. Saluda County deserves transparency. We deserve to know what kind of facility is being proposed. How much water, power, and land will it require? What infrastructure the county will be expected to build or maintain? How many jobs, if any, will be created for Saluda residents? And whether this project aligns with the rural character and long-term vision of our county. Yeah. We cannot afford to repeat the mistakes of other rural counties that rushed into data center or energy deals only to discover later that the tax benefits were minimal, the infrastructure costs were enormous, and the community impact was permanent. So tonight, I am simply asking for clarity. Before this ordinance moves forward, the people of Saluda County deserves a full explanation of the project's nature, its demands, its benefits, and its risks. Economic development should strengthen our county, not drain it. It should create opportunity, not uncertainty. And it should reflect the values and priorities of the people who call Saluda home. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your commitment to responsible stewardship of our county's future. And I did present a packet for y'all. I wasn't expecting the response tonight, but I wanted to give you something to show my research and to give you something to consider what I'm asking. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next on the agenda under old business. A motion for second reading on ordinance number 15-25. An ordinance authorizing and approving, 1, the execution and delivery of a fee in lieu of tax and incentive agreement by and between Saluda County, South Carolina, hereafter the county, and Project Octans, acting for itself, one or more affiliates and or other project sponsors, collectively called the company, pursuant to which the county shall covenant to accept certain negotiated fees in lieu of ad valorem taxes with respect to the establishment and or expansion of certain facilities in the county, the project, certain special source revenue credits in connection with the project, and 3, the benefits of a multi-county industrial and or business park to be made available to the company and the project, and 4 other matters related thereto. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Under discussion, the first reading and the resolution regarding this project was approved and read in the October 25 meeting. This ordinance in its entirety will be posted on our website, and public comment will be held at our next regular meeting on March 9th. And I will say this. Yes, it is a solar farm. Not a very big solar farm, but a solar farm. Let me repeat that. A solar farm. And all that the county is doing with an ordinance, and the only part that the county plays in this is agreeing with the company to a fee in lieu of taxes. It's an incentive for the company to locate here. The county does not own the property that it's going to. It's owned by a private individual. Therefore, we have no say in who does what with their land. Let me repeat that. The county does not tell people what to do with their land. We don't have that authority. We do not have zoning in Saluda County. So all we're doing is authorizing a fee in lieu of taxes. And this does not even mean that this company will come here. All right, this is one step in their process. They still have a regulatory commission to go to. They still have a power company to agree to buy power from them. They still have to do environmental studies. They have a long list of things to do. All we are doing is saying, yes, if you come to Saluda County, we will let you pay us a set amount of taxes for, I think in this case, 20 years. That's all. We're not selling them any land. We're not selling this solar farm any land. Is that clear enough? I hope so. That's all you're getting. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? And the motion carries. Next on the agenda is adjournment. I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
I have a motion, does not require a second. Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned.